girl Gel Beauty 87 here, and today we're gonna do a palette mashup. Since y'all really seem to love when I use these palettes, I figured we'll use them again. This is the bubblegum and the pistachio, and I noticed they don't have either one of these on Ulta Beauty anymore because they had 20% off your entire purchase, and then I had some free money, so I was gonna try to throw them into my birthday giveaway. But they only got like 3 palettes left. It's the orange one, it's the red one, and the bubblegum one. I'm gonna use the red one and the bubblegum one another time, but right now we're just trying to use these two right here real quick. But yeah, so I'm about to go ahead and prime my lids and finally get started. I'm using my ABH eyeshadow primer. I'll be trying to use it sparingly, y'all, because you know. What is it, little boy? Since he's standing here looking.
I wanted to fill my water bottle, but I can't do that now.
Yeah, you can. Nima fills hers while I'm in here filming. Sorry, y'all. Y'all have seen Adriangameover a few times, so as he tries to pop his head right now. Look at this. Just tell y'all it's not a time I'm in the house where I can just, you know, be alone. It's hot in here. That's why I told him he could go ahead and fill it, even though I am like filming. Y'all don't really need to see this part. I might just cut this off and delete it and start with my eyelids already primed, since he heard all of this noise. But since he had to make sure he made a cameo, I guess I'll leave it. I guess. Anyway, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. I have some idea of what I want to do. Like, y'all know it's blues in here, and blues and greens and purples are my favorites. I think it'd been cool if they had a separate purple palette, but I understand why they didn't. So I'm thinking we're going to start off with the navy blue and the green combination, like both those mattes, and just blend it into the crease on the outer V. And then maybe I'll take like, I'll do a double lid situation where we use like this blue and this green, and then maybe use like one of these greens as an inner corner pop, so that way we can utilize both palettes. I think that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna just leave both of them sitting right here in front of me, and we're gonna get started. Because y'all, I was actually prepared and pulled out some brushes before I started the camera. Look at God. Won't he do it, y'all? Because I'm usually not prepared at all. We all know. I'm gonna start off with the, what is this? Refer number 14. I'm gonna just dip into that single scoop in Copper Cone shade, because that's what the names of the matte darkest blue and green in this palette are. Let me pat that off because there's a lot, and dip into this green a little bit. Pat that off. Let's see how this goes. So start tapping on the outer V, and then blend it in a little bit there. I had like planned this look out in my mind, and I wanted to do this yesterday, but I ended up being lazy and fat and just not getting to it. But wasn't like I hadn't filmed videos ahead of time. I think I had filmed like 3 or 4 earlier in the day, so I didn't feel too bad. I did a couple of IG videos, and then I did like what do you call it? Instagram video that y'all saw of my like haul at Sephora. I literally got like 4 things, and that was it. It was just like, oh, okay. Is anybody else excited for this new foundation from NARS besides me? Because I am just excited, elated, and all of those good things. So I think I'm only gonna do like half of the outer V like dark, and then the inner part light, like I did with the look I did yesterday. I don't know if y'all gonna see that one or not though, because I really just was not feeling the way that palette look turned out. Anyway, we're gonna get to the other side now and start patting on. But I want to make sure this outer V is really dark. And as y'all see, I used quite a muted lip today. I mixed Mute, or is it called Muted, from Juvia's Place, which is actually having 30% off right now on their lip products when you use the code. So I'm going to get 3 more colors to try out. I think they're on the lighter side. The darker ones, I guess I'm not as excited about, because it's like I know I can get those from Minted. So I'm trying to get more like lighter shades from Juvia's Place ones. And then I'm just going to mix in some of the normal beauty ones with those, since they're more cream and these are more matte. Like that's what I did today. I put Eartha in the middle of this muted shade from In Beauty, and then I put the Hourglass Gloss and Sublime on because I haven't really been utilizing these glosses and they were expensive, so sister girl need to be using them. So I'm gonna take this Times Los Angeles 203 brush and just blend real quick. Only thing is I feel like I'm blending too much and then it's like disappearing, so I might put some more back in there a little later. Or maybe I just put more pigment on one side than on the other side. I don't know. Anyway, we'll cross the bridge when we get to it. All right. So I'm thinking toward the front part, we'll just do a blue shade because I'm really eyeing this shade Bubbles right here. I kind of like that one, so I kind of want to put that toward the front of the eye. And we're going to use the Sigma Detail Diffuse crease number E33 for that. Y'all know I'm obsessed with my lovely little Sigma brushes. And I want to have a nice little blue gradient at the top, especially since the lid is going to be more of like a green blue gradient. I think I'm going to put the green toward the back on the lid, and then we'll put the blue toward the front. And then we can add one of those icy shades for the inner corner. So, and I love me a good Sigma brush. And this is like one of my all-time favorite brushes. Like, y'all, I had this cool looking eye look on. I had used the Caliente palette when I had went to Target to buy something for Adrian's birthday. And the girl at the checkout asked me about my eyeshadow look. So I was like flattered or whatever, because I'm like, you know, I'm sorry, not my eyeshadow look, about what brushes I use to like blend out my eyeshadow, because I guess she thought the blend looked nice, but she didn't necessarily like the look I had did. So I told her, I'm like, you know, you got by them Sigma brushes. So I'm out here in real life here using Sigma as the plug, but like that's how much I like these brushes. I like theirs. I really like the Refer brushes too, though. It's not like I just like Sigma. It's just since when I first started my makeup career, I always use Sigma. Like I just kind of have like a loyalty thing when it comes to them. Like I love their stuff and I use it all the time because I feel like it's not a video I do most likely that doesn't involve a Sigma brush. Like I just love their brushes. I feel like they have great quality and they are pretty reasonably priced. And it's like they have sales all the time, so when they have like their 50 and 70% off sales or whatever to get rid of their stock, and like I think they do one in the summer, like one in the fall or something like that, just stock up then, because they just recently had a sale on brushes for like $10, and I was just like, yes, Sigma, come through. So I would definitely recommend that one. I just used the E33. I would recommend the original diffuse crease, which is the E38. Then I do the blending, the detail blending E27. And then I like the E30 pencil brush, and of course the E40 tapered blended brush. I don't really use that thing. What is it, the E30, this white one here? Yeah, the E35 tapered blending. I don't really use that. So, and then the E30 pencil brush. Those are like the Sigma brushes I reach for the most and go to. I did a video on brushes a while ago, but that was like a while ago, and it was on eye brushes. So if you're interested in that video was like a year old though. Don't be alarmed, like my mascara just decided fellow ABH just wasn't feeling the conversation. So she just tapped out. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to take this and blend and have us a sexy blue moment here. Brought to you in part by BH Cosmetics. Look at that sexy blend, yes. Now I feel like this eye is looking more muted than the other one, but again, it might just because I just dusted all of it away, so I'm gonna have to rebuild this side a little bit because I got a little blend happening, you know, like now it's not looking as deep as I want prior to putting on this these lid shades, because we using more than one. Y'all, I am so hot, I just can't. And like I blame Adriangameover because we were at a house with air conditioning. He made us come back here, and now he complained about he wanted to go home last night. I'm like, you should have stayed with your boss. Because I'm not driving an hour each day. So, because you up here complaining about the weather. You should just stay where you was till your daddy came to pick you up. And then we could have came back home and he could have picked you up. And you could have been free. And I'd have just been in the heat. But you brought yourself back here. So, I don't hear nothing. Like, crickets is what I want to hear. I just used that brush. So, the next brush, let me see. I got this. What is this? It Cosmetics crease brush. I usually use it to put shadows on the lid, though I find it good for that. So let's swatch some of the shades I was talking about putting on the lid and see how they work. So I got Sweet Tooth here, which is just gorgeous. And then I got Crunch, this one right here. So we're going to swatch Crunch. And then we're going to swatch Sweet Tooth. Look at that. Like, I definitely feel like that's going to be a beautiful gradient once we get it on the lid. So we're going to do Crunch toward the back, which is this one right here. And then we're going to do Sweet Tooth towards the front. Just beautiful. So let's get started. So let me take this shade Crunch here real quick. Start working it toward the back. Since it's the darker of the two shimmers, I want to make sure we put it toward the back. Y'all know how I am. We're about to make a free duochrome situation on the lid with the stuff we already got at the crib. Oh, and it rhymes. Look at God. So that's looking nice. Now let's get the other side handled. So that way once I go toward the front, I don't have to go back and like flip the brush around and redo. And I remember which side I did on which side of the brush. Everybody in my family sitting in the living room watching extreme couponing. If y'all didn't know, I'm one of those crazy people that extreme coupons. Just a random side note, I be at CVS trying to get all the deals on everything. I basically do like the household couponing. So like when we need toilet paper, paper towels, stuff like that, I'm the one who goes and gets all that, because I be getting us paper towels and toilet paper for like $2 when I'm done with all my coupons and my free money. And then that's how I get a lot of my drugstore makeup too. I use coupons and stuff. So I'm the extreme crazy coupon lady that you mad to see coming in the store, because you know she about to hold up the register with 20 million coupons. That's me. So get mad all you want, sis, but I bet I'm gonna have them deals though. You could pay them regular price for this milk. I will not. They sent this 40% off coupon, and by God, I will use it. And tell the Lord thank you for sending it. So how about that? Y'all see what I'm saying? Like I turn the green, but then you turn this way and it's blue. Magically free duochrome. You're welcome. Use the magical free duochromes. I mean, I have duochromes in my collection. I think the only duochromes I own are from Luxie Beauty, Terra Moon Cosmetics, and of course JD Glow. JD Glow is the first one I bought all like duochromes from, and then I bought some from Luxie, and I was like, why am I paying this price when I can get them cheaper? But okay, y'all. So I'm here for the eyes. It's a vibe. Go ahead and dust real quick. I'm just trying to sharpen and airbrush this outer parts of the eyeball. If I had any nerve, I would put on some eyeliner, but last time I did it, like one side was fucked up according to Diypansy. She was like, yeah, one eye is kind of fucked up, but the rest of it looks nice. I'm like, I know, that always happens to me. It's like always one eye, y'all, that I just mess up on. I don't know why. That eye just doesn't want to cooperate and, you know, behave itself, but it's extremely rude and disrespectful, and I don't appreciate it. I'm thinking, should we dust the color on top of this? But I'm like, I don't feel like it. But at the same time, I feel like it might be necessary to soften it a little bit. So maybe we should take this chili shade right here, this one right here, and dust that over it. Because, I mean, realistically, that shade doesn't serve any other purpose for me. So we need to do something with it. And then I'm thinking about using the two icy shades in each one of these palettes for us to put in the inner corner. So that way we can, again, use some more shimmers out of both palettes. So I'm going to just... It's a little powdery, so I'm trying to be like, you know, kind of light hand with. Oh yeah, it's giving some extra nice dimension that, you know, I'm liking. So I guess I should be glad I, you know, decided to do it. And then I'm gonna just take that same brush and dust over all this stuff when I'm done. But for right now, we're just gonna try to get the color deposited down real quick. So I'm liking the little extra oomph that it gave our eye look real quick. You know, didn't make it look as, you know, harsh and hard. It's looking a little softer now because it's a nice little chili pop. So I think this palette was, you know, color story was orchestrated very well. And y'all know it's rare that I use colors like this, but I feel like it has just enough of a white undertone for it to look nice, but at the same time not be one of those where it's like it never serves a purpose for me. At best, I could put this like all over my lid and, you know, have like a little smoky outer V situation, at least do that with it. A lot of times when the colors are those really beige ones, y'all know I don't like, it's like, to me, those don't serve any purpose because I don't like eye looks like that, so it's not going to serve any purpose to me. But colors like this, I feel like are a little better because at least there is some color in it. At best, I can put this in the inner corner where I can do what I just did now and dust it over. So colors like these are more acceptable than, you know, those normal like pinky looking beige or those really like yellow undertonish beige shadows that are in palettes, because this I feel like gives a little bit of dimension and extra oomph, whereas those just are useless shades to me. So okay, I'm here for it. It's a vibe. Let me see. I'm gonna swatch a couple of shades in here. Like, I'm looking at the shades in here and the ones in here, and I'm kind of liking the shade Dessert right here, so I want to swatch that. And then there's some more frosty blue in here, which is a couple of them in here, so I'm trying to decide between Frozen and Pop, but I think I'm going to go with Frozen. So we're gonna swatch Frozen, and then we're gonna swatch Dessert next to each other, and then we're gonna see how I want to layer them. So that's Frozen and that's Dessert. I think I want to start with Frozen so it has a nice blue base underneath it, and then we can put the Dessert shade on top. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm just taking Frozen on my small precision brush from Elle. I need to make sure I get some cute selfies with this, honey. I don't know how these blue flakes of eyeshadow got way down here and on my nose when we put it at the top, but okay. Yeah, it was random. Let me take this Frozen shade and put in the other inner corner now, and then we're gonna top it with that shade Dessert, and then we're gonna figure out what we can put on the lower lash line. So I'm thinking the next darkest blue, which is this one called Sweeten. At the same time, I think it might be cool to put like that green pop underneath there, so you remember that there is green going on this eye look. It's not just, you know, blue like it looks. See, you can see the green on the outer V's, but it's like I don't feel like you see the green anywhere else. So I kind of want to put this nutty shade down there, but at the same time, I feel like it might clash with what we got going on. So maybe we could just put the shimmery shade Crunch on the lower lash line, and that'll bring some of the green back in the look, and then it'll be tied in with, you know, the back of the eye. I think we might do that. Anyway, let's take the shade Dessert real quick and top it on top of this. I just wanted one that had more of a base color, and I felt like from the two I swatched that Frozen had more base to it, and then we popped this green on top of it to give it more oomph, if you will. Yeah, now I think I'm going to take the shade Crunch and put that on lower lash line, so we can take this pencil brush right here. This is from my It Cosmetics set that other brush came from, and it's a smudger, so we're just going to smudge it underneath here real quick. Yeah, I'm not saying what that looks. Now I'm not gonna put anything in the waterline just because I still gotta do another eye look, but I definitely wanted to put like this on the lower lash line just to accent that other color that we put on the lid, since I feel like it's starting to look like a really blue look. Unless I turn my head at a certain angle, I want you to still see the green. You need to know she's there. She's important and she matters. And she even know it. Okay, I'm done being messy for right now. Come back later because there will be more. Yeah, but yeah, see, like I'm liking the green on the lower lash line. Plus, I like to bring it down low so you don't see the creases underneath my eye. You just think of it as eyeshadow, not, you know, the giant honking creases underneath my eye. So that's why I always try to pick a dark color as a general rule, or sometimes I just layer and use more than one color. So that way I can, you know, cover that up. Because we all have ways of covering things up, and that's my way of covering up. That's why I used to always be sad when I had to shoot multiple videos in one day, because I couldn't put this underneath there and make it less, you know, look like a crease to make it more look like part of the makeup look. But since I don't have to go to work this week, I can do that, because it's like I know I have other days to film the other things that I normally would have to film all in one day. But see, it's less obvious now that I have creases, and it just looks more like part of the eyeshadow look. So that's why I drag mine down low. If you don't have this issue, you might not want to drag it down as low. But if you have this issue like me, this is a trick for you. Alright, drag it down low, and then take the brush and like smoke it out, because that's what we're about to do. So we're gonna take that same brush we've been using all this time that we didn't add any product to, but we've been cleaning up everywhere, and we're gonna dust underneath here and try to make it look a little bit smoother. So I'm gonna take my bronzer brush when I get off camera and like fix this, But this is pretty much the finished eye look. I'm going to put on some mascara, and you'll see that in the pictures I post on Instagram. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. I don't know if these are still on the BH Cosmetics website, but the other two I'm going to use after this video, the let me grab them. It's the cherry one and the bubblegum. Sorry, it's cherry on top and bubblegum. That's the one I'm going to use right after this video. They are still on sale on BH's, on what is it, Ulta's website, and they're doing 20% off right now for your entire purchase for this week. So it's like, if you want to grab them, go ahead and grab them off there. I haven't checked the BH's website, like I said, to see about the other ones. I know the green one was sold out everywhere like immediately, but I ordered mine like the day they went on or the week they went on Ulta's website, so then that way I could make sure I had them for a video to help you all. Hope you enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.